Solo Leveling is the most hyped manhwa of the last decade, and I'm about to tell you it's not even the best one on the shelf right now. You finished Solo Leveling, and now there's a hole in your life that nothing else seems to fill. You're looking for the overpowered MC, the deadly dungeons, the cold revenge arcs, and that pure thrill of leveling up against impossible odds. Well, stop searching. Your next obsession is right here. I've handpicked 5 manhwa that might better tan Solo Leveling. We're talking about broken systems, insane art, and characters who don't just play the game, they break it. Let's dive into the best manhwa that better than Solo Leveling that you need to start today. Ever wondered what happens to the characters inside your favorite mobile games? In Pick Me Up, they are living, breathing people trapped in a nightmare. Han, a world-ranked pro gamer, suddenly wakes up inside the very game he used to dominate. But there's a massive problem. He's not the player anymore. He's been summoned as a unit. He starts as a 1-star character, the lowest of the low. In this world, low tier means disposable. If you lose a battle, you don't just lose points, you die forever. Han has to lead a team of terrified heroes through brutal floors. He uses his master-level knowledge to survive, but the system is rigged against him. If you loved the system mystery of Solo Leveling, but want a story where every single floor feels like a life-or-death gamble, this is it. It's dark, it's emotional, and watching a 1-star weakling become a god is pure hype. If you like Solo Leveling's dungeon system and leveling up mechanics, Pick Me Up gives you all of that, but adds layers of storytelling that Solo Leveling honestly didn't have. Imagine Solo Leveling but set in the world of ancient martial arts. Cheon Yo-woon is an unwanted prince of the demonic cult. He has no power, no talent, and a dozen siblings who want him dead. He's about to be assassinated when a descendant from the future appears and injects him with a swarm of nano machines. Suddenly, this kid has a supercomputer in his brain. The nano can scan enemy techniques, heal his broken bones instantly, and even control his muscles to perform perfect sword moves. It's the ultimate cheat code in a world of swords and blood. Watching Yo-woon go from a bullied orphan to a cold-blooded leader is incredibly satisfying. He doesn't just defeat his enemies, he dismantles them with scientific precision. If you want an MC who is smart, ruthless, and has a system that makes him unstoppable, Nano Machine is a masterpiece you can't miss. What I love about this manhwa is that Yo-woon isn't just mindlessly overpowered. He's smart. He uses his nano machine like a tool, not a cheat code. He still has to work, still has to think, and still has real enemies who can hurt him. The power progression feels earned, and the Murim politics, the clan drama, the betrayals, the alliances, adds a whole extra layer that keeps you hooked beyond just the fights. What if the world ended exactly like the web novel you just finished reading? Kim Dokja was the only person who read all 3,000 chapters of 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse. When the world suddenly turns into a deadly game governed by constellations, he is the only one who knows the walkthrough. Dokja isn't the strongest fighter at first, but he is the smartest. He knows where the hidden items are, which NPCs to trust, and how to manipulate the gods watching from the sky. The art is legendary, done by the same studio that worked on Solo Leveling, so you know every fight looks like a movie. It's a deep story about fate and survival. If you liked how Sung Jin-woo discovered the secrets of the architect, you'll love watching Dokja navigate a world where being a reader is the most dangerous power of all, and the emotional depth here is on a completely different level from most manhwa. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to have moments where you just sit there like, wait, was that planned from the very beginning? The world building is massive, the character growth is real, and the writing, this is originally a Korean web novel, and it shows, is some of the best storytelling in any manhwa adaptation, period. Sometimes the hero isn't a good person, sometimes he's just a psychopath. In this story, our MC is a modern-day guy with a darker personality who gets trapped in a martial arts game. Most people would try to be a hero, but he just wants to satisfy his own urges. He treats the world of Murim like a giant sandbox. He's cold, he's efficient, and he doesn't care about honor or the right thing. He uses the system to grow at a terrifying speed, scaring both the villains and the good guys. It's refreshing to see an MC who doesn't hesitate. If you enjoyed those moments in Solo Leveling where Jinwoo stopped being nice and just started being powerful, you will love the chaotic energy of Murim Psychopath. It's fast-paced, violent, and keeps you guessing what he'll do next. Here's what makes this insane. Dong Bong-soo doesn't feel fear. He doesn't feel stress. He doesn't feel guilt. He just exists. And in a world full of warriors with schemes and malice, someone who feels nothing is terrifying. Everyone in Murim is playing mind games, clans, politics, betrayal, and Dong Bong-soo just cuts right through all of it. Not because he's the strongest, but because he operates on a completely different level from everyone around him. It's dark, it's chaotic, and it's wildly entertaining. The tag on Asura scans even says Crazy MC, and they mean it. If you ever wanted to see what happens when someone with absolutely no moral filter gets dropped into the most dangerous world possible, this is your manhwa. From the creators of Nano Machine comes the absolute king of hype. This is a story about the legendary founder of the Heavenly Demon Cult. We follow Mok Gyeong-woon, a young man who seems fragile but hides a terrifying dark secret. The art in this manhwa is currently some of the best in the entire industry. Every strike feels heavy. Every transformation feels epic. Gyeong-woon's journey is one of absolute dominance. He doesn't just want to survive, he wants to stand at the very top of the world. It captures that solo leveling magic perfectly, the feeling of watching a character become so powerful that even the heavens tremble. The MC is not your typical nice guy gets strong protagonist. There's a coldness to him, a purpose. He moves through this world like he has a plan that nobody else can see yet. The power system is layered and interesting, not just level up and win. There are mysteries, faction politics, and threats that feel genuinely dangerous, even when your character is already strong. And the art, gorgeous. Every action sequence is fluid. Every quiet moment has weight. The artist clearly put love into every single page. This is the manhwa I recommend to anyone who says, I finished Solo Leveling. What do I read next? This is it. This is the answer. From Gacha survivors to martial arts legends, these 5 manhwa are the perfect cure for your solo leveling withdrawal, and solo leveling will always be iconic. But the manhwa world is huge, and it just keeps getting better. They don't just follow the tropes, they perfect them. So which one are you starting tonight? Is it the strategic world of Murim Psychopath or the brutal revenge of Myst Mayhem? Let me know your top pick in the comments below. If you enjoyed this ranking, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss a god-tier recommendation. This is Manhwa Expert, and next video would be Top Manhwa that will dominate 2026. If you guys want another topic for next video, comments below. See you in the next one.